I am Christopher Ashley, the Artistic Director of La Jolla Playhouse. 32 plays have gone to Broadway from the Playhouse. This season is kind of amazing in terms of its impact on New York. We've had 6 plays on Broadway in a 12-month period of time, from Come From Away, Escape to Margaritaville, and Junk, and John Leguizamo, Indecent, which Rebecca Teichman won the directing Tony for. Summer's about to open. I think there's a history of amazing artists working here who really make their home here. We have amazing audiences, like super well educated, really adventurous, up for really seeing a new project get born.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go in the volcano blow.
We opened Escape to Margaritaville on March 15th. Amazing. It's kind of transcendent fun to hang out and work with Jimmy Buffett, a longtime kind of idol of mine. His music is like incredibly joyous and then sort of surprisingly thoughtful and sad along the way.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where I'm gonna go in the volcano blows.
An amazing kind of exploration of finding joy right this minute.
To hear other people do your songs in the way this team has been put together by people who believed in this a long time ago. They came to me and said, "Are you interested?" And then you wind up with Chris Ashley and Kelly Devine and Chris Yonke, and then you bring in my crew from my musical go-to guys in the band. It's been a great collaboration and a lot of fun getting this far.
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Come From Away is a story of a tiny town in Newfoundland called Gander, and during 9/11, when America shut down its airspace, international flights had to find somewhere to ground that wasn't in America, and 38 of them grounded in Gander. So 7,000 people spent the week in this tiny, tiny town in Newfoundland.
Here on the edge of the Atlantic, on an island in between.
And it's very much a story of kindness and people really taking care of each other at a moment of real crisis. Come From Away started in a theater called the Potiker, which is a kind of very flexible 400-seat black box. We're lucky enough to have 4 performance spaces. We've got something called the Weiss, which is about 500-seat proscenium and very much on stage like a Broadway theater. Basically, whatever kind of format you need of a stage, we've got a theater that will suit it. So The Squirrels is a new play by Rob Askins, who you may know from Hand to God on Broadway. It is a war between the gray squirrels and the red squirrels in a tree outside the window of this one scientist, and he sort of imagines what's happening in the war between the two species of squirrels. And it's basically an investigation of our society seen through the lens of squirrels. Since being a pretty young adult, I've been pretty fascinated with La Jolla Playhouse. And there's something about the mix here of new work, classic work, adventurous work that I've always sort of loved. So I'm 10 years into La Jolla Playhouse now as artistic director, and it's a really satisfying sandbox to play in.